Har Har Mahadev. We were discussing about how to leave body consciously in my previous video, and we ended that video with asking a question: what is the purpose of our lives? Or any spiritual seeker should always ask this question to themselves: that what is the purpose of my life? What do I want? So these questions will basically make you think, introspect the real purpose of taking this body. We are talking about leaving this body consciously by closing all the gates and then pulling our prana to the Brahmarandra, as we discussed in the previous video. And then you establish yourself in a yogi, establish themselves in a steadfast yogic concentration. So before we talk of leaving this body consciously, let's talk of purpose, why this body was given to us. And I will tell you the correlation between them. You can retain this body when you have a purpose. Nature will allow you to retain the body, or maybe you will get another body if your karmic karmas, the balance is over. You cannot stay in the current body, you will have to change it. That is very complex. We don't have to get into that. We won't be able to understand that completely, how it works. So let us understand, before talking about leaving the body consciously, what is the purpose of life. So I will share a beautiful real life story of Ma Sarda Devi, better half wife of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa ji. As you know, she was wife of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa ji, but she was revered as Holy Mother, and even Paramahansa ji used to worship her as Kali Ma. So after death, or after when Sri Ramakrishna ji left his physical body, she felt that there was no purpose left for her to stay in this body, because she was pure and desireless, and purpose of her life was only to serve Paramahansa ji. So after his demise, she used to stay mostly in samadhi, because your mind cannot function if it doesn't have any desire. For example, a gold has to be mixed with baser metal so that you can make some ornaments out of it. If it is too pure, you cannot do anything about it. Similarly, if the mind is too pure, physical body will not sustain. Even Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa ji used to keep some harmless desires, like associating with some pure souls, and he had a desire for one sweet. It was just kept so that his body can remain at physical plane. We are talking of very highly evolved yogis over here. Their mind is very pure. They come for a purpose, and when the purpose is over, they leave the body. As simple as that. Simple to say for us, but for them, it's a specific task which is given to the chosen souls which are highly evolved, so that they can help the humanity in evolving themselves. Okay, why I'm sharing this story with you? Let me come to that. So what happened? Holy Mother Sarda Devi uh, was not finding reason to be in this worldly life. So she used to be in samadhi for longer times. But Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, though he had left his body, he wanted that mother should stay and continue the mission which was started by him. So he gave a vision while in meditation. He gave a vision to Ma Sarda Devi. She saw a young girl of 10 to 12 years old in red cloth walking in front of her. And Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa said, um, get close to her, Take her support. Cling on to her support. She is Yogamaya. And that vision got over. And after some time, while she saw a girl named Radhu, who was young girl, and her mother was little mad, or you can say she was insane. So she never used to take care of her child. And when Holy Mother saw that baby is crying and her mother is not taking care of her because she was not mentally stable, she went ahead and lifted that baby in her arms, and she heard again Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa's voice. Cling on to her support. This is Yogamaya. So she got the purpose, because these souls need some purpose so that they can continue the mission. So earthly desire for them is a way to retain their physical body. Many devotees and many disciples got confused when they saw that mother was so much attached to that young girl Radhu. They thought, see, she is so highly evolved, but still worldly desires are not leaving her. So it's a very important thing to understand. A yogi might appear to be too much attached to other person or a child or anybody, for the matter of fact, but actually they are not attached. They have unconditional love. Our worldly love, ordinary person's love, is different from a person who is spiritually evolved. Now you might think that it is just a story, but actually it is not like that. Let me give you an example. Many people used to come to Holy Mother for her darshan and for some blessings, and they used to get transformed. But she appeared to be so much attached to this child. So that's not possible. It was because of her aura, people were getting purified. They were leaving their worldly duties and they were getting into spirituality as a full-time job. Not a full-time job means they were dedicating their lives for that. Ordinary person's love is very narrow and selfish, but mother was not like that. She was liberal, and she was not bothered about how much has to be given. She was not possessed. She was not too much into possessing things for herself for selfish means. She always used to give it. Whoever required it, the needy was always helped. When we, ordinary person, is attached to somebody, you will only be good with them. If somebody else is there, you won't be same with them, you will be different with them. But she was not like that. Even though she was attached with her brothers and this girl Radhu, but her love for her devotees and disciples was still the same. It did not change. For ordinary person, when attachments increase, detachment decreases. But for a spiritually evolved, when attachment increases, detachment also is there, which is on the increasing side. It doesn't matter to them. For them, it is all equal. At one moment, they are attached, another moment, they are detached. So we have to learn this, how to detach, how to detach, so that even if we appear to be attached, we are not attached. You won't feel heavy or sorrow. You will not feel the sorrow. You will not feel sad, because when you are truly spiritual, your love is not conditional. You love only for the sake of love. So when Shri Krishna is saying that closing all the gates, you have to detach yourself so that you can love more. Those who meditate intensely, they are very pure and subtle. And whatever they do it with full dedication. They become restless. For example, Ramakrishna Paramahansa was very much restless about his young disciples. He was waiting for Swami Vivekananda so that he can give pass on his teachings to him, divine knowledge to him. So you might feel that a yogi is attached, looking very much attached to his friends or relatives, but actually whatever they do it with full love. That's why they appear to be like us.